This is a game that's all about blowing leaves off the edge of the screen. Every time we do, we get 1 leaf, and this game is entirely free. It hasn't taken more than a couple seconds, we've saved up 130 leaves. And I know you're pretty jealous of that. But we can spend 50 to buy a rake. Instead of using telekinesis, we have a rake that's a little more powerful. We can blast those leaves some way across the map. We can also upgrade the trees, they're going to spawn more leaves overall. And we're just going to spend all of our current money on that, we're going to have more leaves to blow off the screen. And it's so satisfying, I could just go back and forth like this forever. But we're going to spend a little bit of money on fertilizer. Leaves drop 1% faster per level, so there's an extra 5% faster leaf generation. The more leaves we have, the more we blow off the screen, the more money we make. Big leaves, small leaves, all leaves, it's all very good stuff. I picked up a fruit that dropped. So the next 500, we're going to buy more trees. More trees mean more leaves, which means more money per second. There's something very satisfying about going back and forth, working all those leaves slower and slower, closer to the edge. And since we made $500, we now get a bigger rake. Blow power 4, range 4, so that means we blow them even harder from further away. Which means it'll take almost no time at all to make our way back up to $1,000. And for 500, we could buy leaf marketing, we get an extra leaf per leaf off the screen, which is a huge upgrade. And then we're going to add a little bit of fertilizer. Now we're going to get rich quickly, look at the numbers go up. We can make like $100 a second if the leaves spawn. We're also going to buy an automatic leaf blower. He just goes around the screen occasionally blowing leaves off, so we don't actually have to work anymore, he's just a good assistant. Go my little Roomba go, make us a fortune. We'll add some nuclear fuel to our tools. That costs 100, 150, 338. That's going to make them just more powerful. That way I can just go back and forth, and at least for these little light leaves, I can blow them right off the screen in a hurry. We very quickly saved up another $3,000, so let's add some trees. Now every time the trees do their little burst, the map really fills up with leaves. We push them all off for even more money. Another $3,000, and we're going to add some leaf marketing. We're going to get more leaves per leaf, plus a little fertilizer, so they'll spawn quicker. But we're also getting 3 leaves per leaf off the edge now. And we have a long ways to go. We need to upgrade our rake into whatever these things are for the ultimate blowing power. I see they saved a space down below for your mom, the biggest blower of all. But I am kind of annoyed that the leaves don't blow all the way off the map. I do have to chase them a little ways. So I'm going to buy the next leaf blower. It's a leaf blower. Power 6, range 6. So I blow them from further away and they'll go a lot further. That's going to make it a lot quicker. So quick, in fact, we've already made another $1,000 and it cost 5. The 2 upgrades I need to focus on are trees and fertilizer. We're going to have more trees spawning more leaves because that's what it's all about. The more they can drop, the more money we're going to make per second. Basically, it means we can do more blowing, and that's all we're here to do today, is just blow and blow and blow. We very quickly saved up 10,000 leafy dollars, which means we could buy gold leaves. Trees can drop gold leaves, those are worth a lot more. And they get their own whole separate category down on the bottom. They're pretty rare to spawn on this level. I think I can see a few now on this screen, but they're going to take a little while to pile up. But that's okay, I've got nothing but time. $12,500, which means we get better leaf marketing, which means we get 4 leaves per leaf off the edge. That's a 33% increase. And by now we've saved up a little bit of golden leaves, so we can actually have more golden trees spawning more golden leaves. So now we can suck up 2 currencies, or rather blow them off the edge. If I hold still for just a few seconds, look at all the leaves that now emerge on the screen. It doesn't take long at all, and then we blow them off, and that's all pure profit. But we can still do more. We're going to add another tree and more fertilizer. Also probably some more nuclear fuel for my leaf blower so it blows even harder. It's starting to get pretty good. We don't blow the leaves all the way across the screen, but it's getting closer. And then we're going to upgrade the golden trees so we get more golden leaves spawning, because those are the next currency we need to work on. They're going to buy bigger leaf blowers. I've quickly saved up almost $20,000, so I'm going to buy more nuclear fuel because that's going to be relevant to any leaf blower we have. That makes it definitely stronger. That means we'll blow the heavy golden leaves a little bit further. I had to step away for a minute, so I bought 2 helpers, and they've actually been doing pretty good in the background, but look at all those leaves that piled up. Which means we're definitely going to buy more gold trees and certainly more gold fertilizer so they pop up more often. And since we have 32,000 green leaves, we're definitely going to upgrade the green leaf spawn rate as well. Now we're going to be able to do even more blowing, and there's a golden apple. That's worth 100 gold leaves. And we saved up another 500 gold leaves, so we get the next leaf blower, advanced leaf blower, power 8, range 8. Look at the size of this thing, we can just blow right off the map. We can almost just do big circles and get pretty much the entire thing. I just pass through the middle once in a while, and it's really satisfying. Some people have hobbies and go on vacations, I blow leaves. My super leaf blower has quickly gotten us another 500 golds. That means I can get gold marketing, so I'm going to get 2 gold leaves per leaf. Which means I really quickly save up enough for more upgrades to spawn even more gold leaves for even more satisfaction. And for the next 500 gold, we're going to buy leaf combo. So that's going to get double the leaves so long as the combo is going, and we can increase that with more upgrades. But even at this basic level, we're now getting 4 gold leaves per gold leaf. So now the numbers are going to start to go bananas a little bit, and I'm here for it. I'm also going to buy the green leaf marketing up one more, so we're going to get even more leaves per one of those. We're getting 10 per leaf. And for the next 1000 gold leaves, we're going to have a higher combo multiplier, so we're going to get even more per gold leaf. 6 gold leaves for every leaf blown off the edge, so that's going to start to go up and up and up. The upgrades pay for themselves. And since we have so many green leaves, I'm going to get another helper. We're going to add some extra trees, and then we're going to add some more nuclear fuel to our leaf blower. Now we have 3 helpers. They run out of fuel quite a lot, but they'll help keep my combo going because they're always doing something to help me. Then I'm going to spend another 500 gold leaves. That's just going to help my combo go higher so it lasts a little bit longer, I think. Now we need to go back to buying trees and fertilizer because we can actually have a lot more gold leaves spawning than what are. We're also now up to 15 green leaves per leaf off the edge. And we saved up 1750 gold leaves. That means we get better gold leaf marketing. So now we're getting 9 leaves per leaf off the edge. I don't know how they've made the combination of leaf blowing and math so exciting, but this is the most satisfying game you'll ever play. And there's another 3000 gold leaves already, which means the combo multiplier goes up by 1 again. Now we're getting 12 gold leaves per leaf. That's going to get ridiculous really quick, and we're here for ridiculous. And it's only costing 400 to upgrade the amount of green leaves that spawn. That's up to 900 now because that goes quickly. But that helps. The more we have spawning, obviously the more money we're going to make, but that also helps keep our combo up at the very top. I also didn't realize I have 165,000 green leaves, so we're going to get more trees, and then we're going to get a lot more fertilizer, and again just more leaves in general, a lot more. They might be very basic leaves, but they try really hard, and they cover the screen, then I blow them off, and I find that immensely satisfying. Just a man battling the leaves for all eternity. There's another 6,000 gold leaves. That means I get better golden marketing. So now 16 gold leaves for every one of those that goes off the edge, and there is starting to be a lot of them. I also bought a 4th leafy helper. The little leafy Roomba is going to help again just keep the combo alive and get some of those leaves that I'm too lazy to get. Although it's pretty hard to beat me to the leaves, I'm pretty addicted to this already. I bought a 5th leaf blower helper just because it was kind of cheap, and I just can't help but click on things. I'm a clicker by nature. The next combo multiplier is only 9,000, and I'm going to keep doing that. Leaf marketing and combo multipliers. Now we're getting 20 leaves per leaf. And the green leaves are very quickly stacking up again. We had almost 200,000 of them, so we'll buy more upgrades for those. And I just realized since we're already making 5,000 golden leaves in a hurry, we can actually buy the next leaf blower, which is a nuclear leaf blower. Power 10, range 10. This wouldn't be the first time I created a nuclear incident in my yard. But this really sends the leaves flying, especially the basic ones. The gold ones are still a little heavy, but I'm pretty sure I have a solution for that. We spend $100,000 on nuclear fuel to give us a little more oomph. I don't think I've ever used that word in my entire life, so congratulations, you guys were here for it. The nuclear fuel for gold actually starts out quite cheap, so we're going to spend some money on that because it's very easy for us to make that money back. Look at the leaves go now. Now they're really going flying. Another 22,000 means more gold leaf marketing. That's going to put the multiplier way up. We're getting 25 per leaf now. 25. They're even on par with the green leaves now, and the green leaves are very valuable. And you can see the trees growing along the edge of the map. I've been upgrading those in the background, both green leaf and gold leaf, so we're getting more leaves than ever spawning. In the background, we saved up 370,000, so we're going to get better green leaf marketing. They're now getting 30 leaf per leaf over the edge. That's going to add up mega quick. I also just spent a rather big fortune on golden leaf combo, so now we're getting 30 per gold leaf. And while we're at it, we're going to unlock platinum leaves. I don't know if we can use these yet because they might be the wrong area. But when you're rich, you buy stupid things like that without thinking. I decided the Roombas needed an update, so I gave them a new skin. I upgraded the golden leaves and leaf spawn rate, so we're making more than ever before. But even now, we have 14,000 gold leaves. I feel like that's not actually a lot in the grand scheme of things, and it's getting harder and harder to make progress. So what we need to do is unlock the platinum leaves, and for that we need a new area. And that's going to cost 20 coins, which we had to prestige to get a hold of, but now we're in the neighbor's yard. My greed couldn't be contained, so we've unlocked the neighbor's garden, which have platinum leaves, and we're going to spend a few coins to unlock the next area, which is a desolate mountaintop, but I don't think we need to be here yet. But don't worry, because we can actually spend these gold coins to get more leaves. So we're getting an extra 300% gold and green leaves. So as soon as you blow any of these off the map, they're already getting 4 each, so we're going to be back to where we were and further in no time at all. I very quickly unlocked the golden leaves. Already to begin, we're getting 4 per one off the map, so we're getting 4 times the amount we were a minute ago. We've already made it to the point where every golden leaf over the edge is worth a fortune. 64 leaves every time one of those goes over the edge, and we can still go way higher. It really only takes us a couple seconds to make 9,000 gold leaves. That's enough to increase the multiplier, so now we're going to get even more for every gold over the edge. 64 leaves. And the basic green leaves are up to 96, so basically 100 every time one of those goes over the edge. More golden leaf marketing is going to help in a big way, and we'll even add more trees and spawn rate. Now we get 80 gold leaves for everyone over the edge. That's really starting to stack up stupidly quick. And we should probably unlock platinum leaves at some point because we can slowly start stacking those up in the background. They're going to be rare to spawn at first, but the more we start stacking them up, the more upgrades we can get and the more we'll see them. And combo multiplier can go up, so it's getting big. Now we're up to 120 green leaves and 100 gold leaves for everyone over the edge. So I could just sit here for a few hours and stockpile an absolute fortune worth of all these. We're also stacking up enough of the platinum guys so we can start adding platinum trees and spawn rate, so we'll see those more and more. But like we've already saved up another 50,000 golden leaves and that took like 10 seconds, and that's not really an exaggeration. So we can definitely increase their spawn rate. Even the platinum leaves suddenly we're starting to get a lot of, so we'll unlock platinum apples and we're just trying to get them to spawn more at this point because we can use the gold ones to increase our multiplier. Because even while I was just screwing around doing that, we saved up 85,000 gold leaves. So a combo multiplier itself can go up at this point. We're up to 200 gold leaves per leaf. And we're a millionaire in green leaves, 1.3 million green leaves, so that means we can continue to upgrade it in a big way. And of course we get a new leaf blower. It looks like a light bulb, airplane turbine, power is 12 and range is 12. Look at this, that's so much better. This is definitely the most satisfying one yet, just based on its ridiculous power. And we've got another 100,000 golden leaves to spend. So we're gonna do combo max and combo duration, and we'll add a little bit of nuclear fuel. So now the golds are up to 220, the green ones are up to 260. The gray ones, I don't know because I haven't really seen any go over the edge, but probably lots. 11 per one. Speaking of which, we should probably go ahead and upgrade so they spawn more because I'm not really paying attention to them yet. I just want to look once in a while and have a million to spend. Like we just saved up 500 in that few seconds that took. So now things are starting to make progress. I'm going to buy golden leaf marketing again, and we're actually going to make them spawn more. So now they're worth a fortune, 264 per gold leaf. So 4 of them is over 1,000, and there's a lot of them on the board. I can also buy Slap Force to increase damage to the enemies because we're not really hurting them yet, but I'm not too worried about them either. We're going to buy Platinum Marketing to get them worth a lot more, and then we're going to increase their spawn rate. So they are up to 36 per leaf at this point, and there's just a lot of leaves in general spawning, which is very satisfying. That keeps our combo up and keeps us rich. We have 250,000 gold leaves in the bank. So we're going to increase their spawn rate in a big way. And then we're going to get more platinum marketing and more platinum spawn rate. And even those are going up by the thousands now. They're very heavy though. They're a little bit hard to blow along. But that's okay because for only 5,000 we could buy a leaf-powered leaf blower that has power and range of 14. And it looks like this, much bigger. Basically it looks like some kind of paparazzi camera, but this is much more dangerous. Combo multiplier is only 250,000, max combo is going to go up again, and combo duration, why not, and then nuclear fuel for the rest. Now we have a gold leaf over the edge, 336. These numbers are going up stupidly quick now. I'm also going to buy some more auto leaf blowers using the gray leaves, and I'm also just going to buy these. It's going to make all my little helpers a lot better, and it's pretty cheap considering how rich we are. I think I can actually max out some of these stats at least, so they'll charge quicker, they're going to have extra blowing power. That is going to help out a lot more. I'm still going to be the main driving source here, but if I want to go away to make another coffee, I can do so and leave them in charge. We should probably unlock the rainbow leaves though, bismuth. But in order to unlock the bismuth leaves, we need to go back to the mountain, which now looks like this. All of our leaves are going to come with us, we just have a different background. And rainbow leaves are going to spawn once in a while. We already have 15 of them thanks to all of our combos. Which means we can afford to buy another rainbow tree, which means more leaves spawning, which means more value for us. Everything's going to go up and up and up. I zoned out for a second and we very quickly made 1 million gold leaves. So we're going to turn our combo multiplier up because the more gold leaves we have, the more that's going to benefit everything. So we're also going to make them spawn quite a bit more as well, but they were already getting such a stupid amount. We're up to 500 green leaves per leaf and 400 gold. And I'm already forgetting about our new valuable rainbow leaves, so we need to start making them spawn more. But we just made back what we just spent, and now we've doubled, tripled that amount. So we're going to increase their marketing and their spawn rate so that they can spawn more, and we're going to get so much more for each one of those we find. So bismuth, it's hard to see, 51 per leaf. They're already getting 51 for everyone that blows off the edge, so we've made 5,000 of them already. So that means we can definitely buy what looks to be a pipe, large paint roller. How does this even work? It's 15 power and range. We don't question how it works, we just enjoy the blowing. And in the background, we just continually upgrade anything we can, like leaf marketing for the green leaves. Okay, apparently we had a lot of those. We just spent 10 million green leaves because we had 10 million green leaves. And max combo is going to go up again, so that's going to be a big increase for all of our leaves. And we've gotten way ahead on bismuth because I haven't been paying attention because I've just been upgrading everything ever. We're going to turn up their marketing and their spawn rate. Now you can just watch the number on the right. There's 5,000, there's 11,000, 12,000. And when the leaves spawn in, they really go up. There's 20,000 of them already. And by the time you're done seeing what something's doing, you've gotten so many of other things you can upgrade the life out of them. And anytime I have extra money, I usually just throw it into nuclear fuel so our leaf blower gets stronger. Not that it needs the help at this point. But yeah, I upgraded the rainbows and then checked that out. Then I upgraded the grays, and now we already have 60,000 rainbows again. So I'm going to buy things like the ALB bumper so my little bumpers can run into enemies and actually hurt them. And then we're just going to spend some money on their blowing power because we have a lot of extra money to spare. And then I'm going to spend a bunch of money on nuclear fuel because I can buy ridiculous things at this point. There we go. Now we're clearing the map in a hurry. And I've maxed out the greens trees. So the basic leaves, that's as many trees as we can have. Their fertilizer's got a ways to go. But at the rate we make those, it's kind of stupid. It's hundreds of thousands per second. And gold leaf upgrades are getting expensive. We're getting into the millions for those. But that's okay because they're really, really powerful upgrades. They make all the leaves better. And we're going to turn up rainbow marketing, bismuth, and then we're going to add their spawn rate in a big way because we've been saving these up for a while. So even the rainbow leaves, we're getting 113 per one off the edge of the map, and we're starting to spawn them quite a lot. So we're getting really rich. And we can turn our combo multiplier up again. Wow, the next one's going to be $6 million, so that's not cheap. But we're making so much per leaf now, it's not that bad. I just turned the nuclear fuel up in a bunch of different spaces, so now we're really blowing those leaves around. This thing is stupidly strong. And the ALBs, the little Roombas, are very upgraded too, so they're actually able to blow a lot of leaves all by themselves. Since I have the money, I'm going to turn up the slap force a little bit too. That way when they hit the enemies, they'll be able to kill them because we get good stuff from killing them too. I think in order to kill the enemies at this point, I'd almost have to not move and let the Roombas do all the leaf blowing and pushing. And it's mostly just a matter of hoping they run into the enemies because they still have a lot of health. Well, I'm going to step away for a minute and let my little idiots work for a bit, and we'll come back and see where we're at. My servants are good for something. I've come back, I have 100 million green leaves and 23 million gold. So that means my combo multiplier is going up, and so is the max combo twice. And then we're just going to go back to spawning even more of those. We've maxed out gold trees. So now I have a gold leaf over the edge, 650. That's going to add up rather quick. For green trees, I'm just going to add them spawning more leaves because you can never have too many leaves. We even have 5 million of these, so we could definitely increase their spawn rate. Give them a little more slap force, and then maybe just the blowing power for the little helpers. And for the rainbow leaves, we're probably just going to upgrade their spawn rate because they're still the hardest one to get. But if we do this, we still have 2 million to spend, so we're going to have a lot more of those. Now those numbers are going to get stupidly big, stupidly fast, and I can blow the leaves right off the map from pretty much anywhere. Basically, all of these earnings mean that when I prestige again, I'm going to get 2,000 coins instead of the 120 I had last time. And I would spend those on increasing numbers across the board, even getting more of each of these. Not to mention things like extra prestige coins, extra discounts for upgrades. And then once we got rolling again, we would get a stupid amount of leaves because we're already getting 5 per leaf. So we'll see in 10 years once these add up.